What is up, people? Sorry for the lack of activity recently. I just had a lot of people in my house, and I don't know, just not a lot of topics coming to me. But with the start of the Premier League and La Liga today, or actually it was yesterday, I believe, feel like a predictions video would be nice, so people can come back to it and make fun of me when they're all wrong, which they probably will be. But let's start with the Premier League. Of course, you got the same players. I don't think there was a lot of movement in terms of bringing one on top of the other. I think it's still a City Chelsea race. I think it's hard to go against Chelsea, seeing as how they didn't lose much, and they added Pedro just a few days ago, and he had a goal and an assist in his first 22 minutes of the match. Great idea, United, letting him go to Chelsea. That was great. Good decision. And City getting, God, they're actually loaded. Sterling, and now they got Nasri coming off the bench, and they're able to have Boney. Is it Bonnie or Boney? I've heard it pronounced so many different ways. Coming off to come on for Aguero. They really got to preserve his minutes. He's still going to get injured. You know he's going to get injured, but at least they have Boney to be able to come on for him. And then they just got Otamendi. Oh, just a world-class center back coming on. Pretty cool. So they'll be able to choose out of Mangala, Company, and Otamendi. Mangala looking a little better recently. He worries you a bit when he's trying to be the ball-playing center back, but and his clearances are sometimes baffling. But I think he's still got a lot of potential. And Chelsea trying to get Stones from Everton. Terry just had an injury in today's match, so we'll see how that shakes out. But I still seeing it being a two-horse race with United and Arsenal and Liverpool now. I really like Benteke. I really like Firmino, and Coutinho's really promising. They have promising players in Liverpool. I think Liverpool and those three are all in the same tier, trying to battle it out for the last two spots. Tottenham is still going to be dangerous, but their defense is still a little shaky. I really like Swansea. That's like I have fun watching them with Gomez, Montero, and Ayew now. Ayew, I don't know, and Sigurdsson. They're a fun team to watch. But anyways, I predict my prediction. Finally coming down to it. A lot of rambling. City. I'm going to choose City. Yeah, I know. I know it's hard to go against Chelsea, but I'm going to go with City just because their bench is ridiculous. They're really in a good spot in case they have to deal with injuries. Torre looks like he's regained his form from a couple seasons ago. Same with Company. They're a complete team, and just having Silva being the attacking mid in his best position, and having Sterling creating chances on the left, and Navas is actually looking pretty good, and then being able to have Nasri come on, and Fernando come on, or Boney, Mangala, Otamendi, whoever it'll be. I imagine Otamendi's going to come right in. I really like Otamendi. That's another one that I think United is going to really regret not getting. God, it's really hard to go against Chelsea with Pedro there now. But I'm going to go with City just because I think Aguero is just amazing. As for player of... what is it? I don't know. Well, as for La Liga, I got to go with Barcelona. I just got to. They did get rid of Pedro, which is a huge loss in terms of their bench and depth. But once Neymar comes back, they'll be able to put Rafinha back on the bench, and I really like Rafinha. He's no Pedro, but yeah, he's really good, and I really like Sandro. I like him more than Munir. And Roberto, he's okay. I think Samper's better. They got rid of Adama off it to Aston Villa. Halilovic on loan to Sporting Gijon. Who else? Everyone's gone. Deulofeu's back in Everton. So they got rid of some youth players, but the bulk of the main players are still there. No real losses. Ter Stegen hasn't looked great so far early in the season. We'll see how Bravo does if he's still got his form from last year. He was amazing last year. BK suspended for the first 4 matches. They're definitely going to miss him. I know they have depth there with Vermaelen and Bartra and Matthew Mascherano. But PK's the best of the bunch. I think, in my opinion, he was the best center back in the league last year. Yeah, he had a few bumps in the road early on, but like come December, he was just a monster. Yeah, I know it'll be the same players. Real Madrid, of course, able to get Kovacic, which I think is a really promising player, but I hate that he went there, not because I hate Real Madrid, but because he's not going to be able to play that much. Their midfield is loaded. Kroos, Modric, James, Iramendi. They got rid of Kadir, well, not got rid of, his contract expired. Kadir's in Juventus now. I'm missing a midfielder, I know it. Isco, of course. I know Isco can play up forward, but obviously that's set in stone. Ronaldo, Benzema, and Bale. Why? I don't get why. I guess wages persuaded him, or maybe Inter just wanted the money. That's just unfortunate. Hopefully, he'll still be able to progress. And their defense is still the same. Continuity is always, that whole starting lineup is the same. But will it be enough this year? Because the only loss that Barcelona had was Pedro, I think, and they added Arda Turan, and Alex Vidal too, but they won't be able to play until January. And Real Madrid has got, who did they get? Casilla, backup keeper for Navas, Danilo, and of course Kovacic. I don't think that'll be enough. I don't even know if Danilo's going to start over Carvajal. I don't know if that's an upgrade. And Atletico, I think, might be a little more dangerous this year. They're always dangerous, but Jackson Martinez is a legit striker. If they're able to play both him and then Griezmann on the wing, that's incredibly dangerous. And Torres, when he's in an Atletico uniform, you got to watch out. Their defense is essentially the same, right? I heard something about Miranda moving somewhere, but I think he did. But they had that promising Uruguayan player, who's not coming to me, to go with Godin. Jimenez, I think. And then Oblak is a great goalkeeper. They're going to be amazing. Valencia, I really like Valencia. They have a lot of attacking forwards. Otamendi is going to be a big loss, but they're still going to be dangerous. I think La Liga is going to be really hard to deal with in the Champions League. Bundesliga, I'm going to go with Bayern Munich. Come on. They did lose Schweinsteiger. They let him go for nothing, essentially. They are going to have to start replacing those older players, and Robin and Ribery and Lamb, and they don't want to do it all in one exodus. So makes sense that they let Schweinsteiger go on good terms. Yeah, they added Douglas Costa, who's a beast, and Arturo Vidal, who's world-class midfielder, box-to-box midfielder. I think they're gonna crush it. In terms of Champions League, this year, I don't know. I gotta see. Barcelona's defense is incredibly worrying. I think I think them and Chelsea may be suffering from a little bit hangover from winning their leagues, and Barcelona from winning the treble. But that defense is still a little bit worrying, and of course, Dani Alves is a year older. Same with Mascherano. But I don't know. I'm gonna go. It's hard to go against Barcelona. But Neymar with his injury, I know it's just the mumps. You can't win. No one has ever won the Champions League in consecutive seasons. So for that and other reasons, I want to go with Bayern to win the Champions League this year. They're just loaded. I think Douglas Costa has a lot of potential to be one of the best in the world, and Vidal is one of the best in the world to go along with Muller and Lewandowski and Ribery and Robben and Neuer, Boateng, Xabi Alonso. This is ridiculous, that lineup. You just keep going down the list, and there's just still amazing player after amazing player. Yeah, I'm going with Bayern to win it all. Though I would not be surprised if Barcelona or Madrid or Atletico. Am I missing anyone? Juventus, I think, it just has too much change to deal with for them to be good right now. They lost Vidal, Pirlo, Tevez. I'm still fishy about that. I don't know what's happening. But they obviously got a ton of talent back with Dybala, Mandzukic, and Khedira for free. And Alexandro, they're absolutely loaded. I think they're going to take Serie A again. Milan got better, and I think Inter may have gotten a little bit better, attacking-wise, but we'll see. Yeah, those are my predictions. Just to summarize it all, I got Manchester City, Barcelona, Bayern, Juventus. That's about it for my predictions. Oh, and Bayern to win the Champions League. Let me know if you disagree, if you agree. Subscribe if you want. That's like, not subscribe. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll try to pump out more videos. Sorry about that. See ya.